time we were there.
Call this meeting to order.
Commissioner Gator. Here. Commissioner Gallagher.
Here.
Commissioner Buckley. Here. A quorum is present.
As you wish, please stand for the pledge and the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clark?
Father God, we thank you for all the gifts that you give us. We ask your blessing upon us and the decisions that are made here. We ask comfort and peace upon the people that are struggling around the world with war. And we ask that everybody that's struggling here at home with inflation, with other problems, that they be given comfort. And all these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
The consent agenda is on the board, has been posted on the website. So, motion to accept.
Make the motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. There are no table agenda items, so we move right into regular business. And we want to approve or to talk about the annual bids and possible approval. And the only thing we have is the IT department's office supplies. Motion.
Make a motion, we accept the annual bid for the IT office supplies.
Second.
All in favor, wait a minute, any comments or questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Kendra, you're up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have extras if anybody wants any. I guess I have to stand here.
They moved it, I can't fit
Again, we always like to come up here and say we appreciate any support that we have from the county and taxpayers and the county commission who gives us such a generous budget to be able to do the programs that we do. I want to highlight some. I try to do a front and back page and just go over a little bit. So if you want to hear more, please take the sheet up here in front. Casey Amston is our 4-H youth associate. We are down a 4-H specialist in the office right now. That position should be open soon for filling. And she's taken off and run with a lot of activities here this spring. One thing I want to point out, she took some kids up to the Capitol, and they have a 4-H STEM day, science and technology and education related to science. And they taught anybody in the Capitol Rotunda who would sit and listen how to program little spheres to do like an obstacle course. And so it's a robotics type program. And they were able to capture the attention of some legislators as well as Dale Wright. And so we are glad that she was able to do that along with Janet Braun, who's a 4-H associate in St. Genevieve County. We have a couple of kids that went to our Ag Innovators Conference, which is a statewide conference. And basically what that teaches them to do critical thinking for agriculture-related problems. And so they're tasked with doing some education in the county, and so you may see some of that happening. Shooting sports, we have kids interested in that. We have 3 trained volunteers to do shotgun, pistol, and rifle. And so if you know of any kids who are interested in some shooting sports or education, they do activities as well throughout the year. And so we have trained volunteers, which we don't get very often. So we have 19 kids right now involved in shooting sports. Casey has worked on 3 main programs this spring. One of them we've done, Casey and I worked together to do educational livestock programming. And that's geared towards our kids going to the county fair, but we realized we've had a lot of kids that are not involved in the county fair that want to come and participate. And so we've done classes on biosecurity, meat quality, external and internal parasites. And then our last session is next week. We're getting kids ready for the county fair. So it's county fair prep for that one. She's done a poultry project, And if you come to the county fair, again, related to that, we have 35 kids that are going to raise meat birds. And that's a short project, like a 6 to 7 week project. They're going to raise those and they sell a pin of 3 at the fair. And those kids are going to learn all about the aspects, nutrition, they're going to build a cage and so forth, and then they're going to exhibit those at the fair and sell them. So this is one of those projects that wasn't very well participated, and it's just exploded because we have a lot of kids that don't live on a farm that want to deal with animals, and this is a perfect project for them. And then Casey has also embraced our homeschool kids in the county, and she has 35 kids, along with Alyssa, which is our nutrition program associate person. They're doing a garden snack club, 4-H club, and those kids are raising plants and going to plant 2 garden plots at the Farmington Community Garden. And so she has 35 kids involved in that too, which is really neat. On the livestock side of it, I work with the Show Me Select Heifer program. Currently we have 2 sales coming up. One is May 6th at Fruitland. I'm working in the southeast area also. And the other one is May 13th in Farmington. And both of those sales have about 160 heifers that are enrolled and are going to sell through that. This is a pretty invasive program. I say invasive. I'm on the farm, so I'm the invasive part of it. Going to these farms 3 different times throughout the year, each program. And so that's kind of what I do, is do a lot of farm visits with this. We had a great program with Tony Hancock of the Missouri Department of Ag coming down and talking to our producers about when they take animals to the sale barn, how they're graded and why they sell for a certain price. And he was very good. We had over 60 people come and listen to that. So along with the youth education in the livestock portion of it, I do Show Me Quality Assurance trainings. And that is education on youth to raise animals in a good way, teaching them the proper techniques of several different aspects of livestock production. And I have a program tonight in Potosi. We did one in Franklin County, and then I have one in St. Francis County this month, and next month in Jefferson County. So. And then I have St. Francis County is hosting a regional grazing school, and we work with the USDA NRCS, Natural Resource Conservation Service, and we do these. It makes participants eligible for cost share to put in a grazing system on their farm, and we're hosting one the end of May if you know of anybody interested. And then if you want to look at the back, Alyssa Boyer is our nutrition program associate. She does a lot of nutrition education in the schools. And so you can see she's, in the last 3 months, she's reached almost 2,900 kids through that nutrition education. And she sees those kids multiple times. I think their programs are like 7 weeks long. And so she'll see them once a week for 7 weeks. And it's amazing the stuff she can get a kid to eat. It blows my mind. Stuff I wouldn't eat. So she's really good at what she does, and so you can kind of see those numbers. Any questions? I tried to go fast.
It's interesting that the poultry birds are probably 6 to 7 weeks.
Right.
A meat bird is due for harvest 47 days after hatching.
Yes.
So it works out perfectly on that.
It does. Yeah. Yep.
Sound like somebody was thinking about that.
Well, they're actually ordering the chicks and having them delivered, so all the kids have the same age chicks. They're gonna pick them up on the same day, so it helps to even the playing field, and management is what makes the difference.
Yeah. Okay, any comments,
Thank you.
questions? Thank you, Kendra. Thank you. Okay, is anybody here to speak for Mr. Dotson? Mr. Dotson here? Anybody willing to speak on this? John, do you know anything about this?
I can. This is Lake Oakland Road and Bridge. This is yet another area of the county where a roadway or an easement, or whatever you want to call it, was plotted out years and years ago. And I think this landowner is desiring for it to be abandoned so that they may utilize it for whatever they want. Now, as far as Road and Bridge is concerned, it's not an issue with Road and Bridge because it's not an area that we maintain. There are hundreds of these areas throughout the different villages, Del Sioux, Frank Clay, East Bonterre, all over, that were originally plotted out as roadways or alleyways or easements, that they're just not being used and never have been used.
Okay,
Now, what the desire is of this landowner, Mr. Dotson, to do here, I really don't know. He came to the road and bridge and was asking us about it, and I showed him on the St. Francis County assessment map, and it does show some through roadways there, but none that's being utilized and none that we maintain.
Do we
So
know-
I don't really have an answer as, in that regard. My answer is just that it's not a road and bridge issue.
okay. Do we know enough about this to act on it in any way?
I don't. I don't really know if there are different landowners involved. A lot of times if it's one landowner, it can resort back to that landowner should the county desire to abandon it. But that I don't know. I haven't really checked into it that far because it really wasn't an issue for me. to
We've
address.
attempted to contact Mr. Dotson on multiple occasions.
If we don't act today, it'll be next term.
Well, I mean,
before
if he
does
wants
it.
to abandon, he should have been here to
Yeah.
represent himself
Right.
to abandon.
Okay, I didn't hear you, John.
If he wishes to abandon that road, he needs to be here to
He needed to
represent
be here.
himself and let us
Okay.
know. It
So
needs to be
let's
abandoned.
just drop it, not table it, but drop it for now, and let him reapply for.
You'll have to do it the first of the quarter. Because anytime this is done, I know that in the past, the commission, it has to run for 90 days to a full
Right.
quarter for any support or opposition to it.
Basically, we don't know what he wants for sure.
No, I really don't.
Okay.
Now, I haven't talked to him personally. He came in the road and bridge office, showed the girls there in the office what he wanted. I looked it up, but to say I spoke to him, I haven't.
Okay. Well, I would recommend that we just drop this item, not table it, and let him come back. Apparently, there's no rush on anything as far as we know.
No.
So let's just drop it. Do I need a vote on that, sir?
Nope.
Okay, moving on. Thank you, Clay.
Right?
Okay, transfer of maintenance agreement with Park Hills.
Okay. This was an agreement that the commission, it has ran for the 90 days. It was approached at the beginning of last term. And I have an agreement here that has already been signed by the city administrator of Park Hills, Mark McFarland. And I'll just read this for you, it's just really brief. By Missouri State Statute 228.110, St. Francis County desires to vacate all maintenance of Doss Road. This is an agreement with the city of Park Hills, will take over all maintenance. This shall be in effect immediately after the passage by the St. Francis County Commission. Now, this has been posted publicly, it's been posted on the roadway. The city of Park Hills desires to take this road in to be part of their city limits and part of their infrastructure. We have not, Road and Bridge has received no information from any of the landowners in either support or opposition of this. I don't know if the commission has. It runs for 90 days so that the citizens have an opportunity to voice their opinion on this, and we've received no input. The county, Road and Bridge, and I believe the commission desires to vacate this, to turn this over to the city of Park Hills, and I know it is the desire of the city of Park Hills to do so.
Okay. I would ask for a motion to allow this transfer to take place.
I'll make a motion that we go through with the transfer of maintenance agreement with Park Hills. Turn all over to them.
Second?
I'll second that.
Question?
Okay.
Yeah, Bob?
This is the Parkway.
I want to be sure we're accurate. Clay was talking in terms of abandonment, just as transfer.
It is a transfer.
I don't think we can abandon the road because then that goes to adjacent property owners. What we're doing is transferring the responsibility of the county to Park Hills for that road.
That is
That's
correct.
what
I misspoke. The wording on this agreement does say transfer, and all wording does say transfer. So I'm just so used to abandoning roads,
No, I said transfer. I read
it
it
just
like, yeah.
came out wrong.
That has a lot of real
This motion was
connotations.
transferred.
Transfer.
Let's transfer.
Yes.
Okay.
And this agreement has been signed, like I said, by the city administrator, Mark McFarland. It will need to be signed by the commission today. We need to get him a copy. He'll present this at the city council meeting this week, and then it'll all be funded.
I'm assuming Park Hills has got some hopes on residential or something development out there?
Well, right now, the city limits of Park Hills is most of the surrounding area of Doss. And then the area where the red square is at, I believe it's right there, is owned by Ameren. And I believe
There's the pointer.
their desire is to move the River Mines plant right there.
They're in the process right now, they tore the
Yeah,
house
they tore
down.
the house down that's right here,
That's a pretty
and
nice
this will
house,
be
too.
their new
So,
River
yeah,
Mines
River Mines
substation.
will be
That was
there.
a- was
Big,
it just
nice
nice
brick
brick
house.
But all of,
McDermott's?
the road we're talking about is this right here.
You go.
This is to right here, is a county road, that will be transferred to City of Park Hills. All of these landowners coincidentally right now are within the City of Park Hills, it's just this roadway is not.
I believe it's
That
6
was-
tenths of a mile.
Alvin Rattler.
Yes.
I think it was right at
6
6
tenths.
tenths.
Yeah, total.
Where Alvin Rattler.
It's considerable savings to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give away any road we can.
Okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Or give them.
Transfer.
Give away, transfer,
Transfer.
abandon.
Yes.
All right, it's a transfer.
This way.
Amen.
I have, questions, comments, any other? Okay, I have motion second to transfer this road to Park Hills. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Now, okay, now we're talking about a bridge building, and, there's the bids we got for the building of this bridge across Wolf Creek on Old Fredericktown Road. I stress Wolf Creek because there's another bridge on Old Fredericktown Road that we've just completed. So I'm talking about the Wolf Creek crossing now. Okay, there are your bids for the project, and Brock Miller is apparently the best bid. And that letter that's attached, the bottom, or the last sentence says that Smith and Company recommends Brock Miller be given the job. So, motion to appoint, or award the bid to Brock Miller.
I'll make a motion to approve the bid of the Old Fredericktown Road at Wolf Creek Bridge to Brock Miller Construction.
Second,
I'll second that.
For
You need
$729,876.13.
yeah.
Correct.
Questions? None? Yeah, Bob?
What's the anticipated completion?
Before the end of the year. We have a representative from Brock Miller right here. We just spoke a little bit ago, and the completion will be before the end of the year. Now, as far as a budget question for Louis or anybody else that would ask, this is a little higher than what we had budgeted for, but just due to the time frame of the first estimate, when MoDOT had completed their report, this is a little bit higher, so we will reallocate a few funds from the overlay into the bridge to get this completed, unless the commission would desire to use ARPA funds for this.
To be determined. Okay.
But we did budget for a bridge.
Any other
This is just a little higher
questions?
than.
Inflationary reasons that's caused it to
That
go
too.
up since that.
Do you remember what your budget?
675.
Okay, so
675.
we're not.
But we did add in a few things too, on the east side of the bridge. Did
So we're
raise the
about
cost.
50,000 that's gonna have to be moved. Right.
Roughly.
And we have that flexibility to be able to do
Yes.
this on the bridge right now.
And we have reserves and things for that.
We have
Absolutely.
So, we need
Sales
to
tax has been up.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? All in favor of awarding this bid to Brock Miller for $729,876.13, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, now we come to the seal. I didn't call them 1, 2, and 3. I didn't want to put prejudice on them. I called them A, B, and C. And, commissioners, do you have any comments about the seal, your choice? Any comments?
I just thought it was nice that and thank you again to the committee that put these together and picked them out for us. They did a great job, and they had I think they came up with 3 good ones, and, I really don't have any other thing other than that. I do, tend to draw to the, do we want me to pick one?
Go ahead and give your
I do,
opinion.
kind of like to be a little, I think we can work with that and, hopefully get a hold of the gentleman, and he is actually local, from Farmington. The other one, A is, I don't wanna put in, well, I won't tell you guys where they're from, so you guys can pick who's first, they tell you where they're from. But B is actually a local guy from Farmington, and, I like how they had everything represented in there. I think if we can get a hold of him and see if we can just tweak it a little bit. I think it will put that over the top.
Are you looking to strengthen that
I'm looking
minors?
to, yeah, shrink the
Make that-
minor.
so-
But let me stress,
Yes.
it will be the artist's approval.
Right.
To make the changes, let him make
Right.
the changes if he wishes to do that. I don't wanna change an artist's.
Well, we actually, to be honest with you, we own all three of those. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
When they enter the contest and put their name on them, we own the rights to those. But you're right, I would like to get a hold of the artists and we can sell. I would like to get
I
with them.
guarantee they don't want me to.
Well, because if he has this brought up, all he's gotta do is click on that and then make it smaller. I know that's probably something I can even look at and say, hey, I can do that, but I can't. But I would like him to do that, be involved.
Okay, your choice.
I've got two on there. Meeny, meeny, miny, moe
I like-
right
There
now.
are two I like.
I like A and B and.
Exactly.
and I had one thing on A that wasn't on there that's on B that I like. And, I would go with B.
I like B because it's brighter. It's, I want to show a brightness in our county. And C, it to me is dark and gloomy. But, I like B. Any motion?
I was gonna say real fast, they did put, when they entered that one, they entered a black and white copy also. And if you look at the black and white copy, which the other two did not, and the other one you guys picked, the one we like, A and B, are both from Farmington.
Yeah.
The other C,
What-
C is from Germany.
My
I just want you guys
district.
to know that. It's your district,
Yeah,
both
my
of them are your
district.
district. Anyway, but nobody knew where they were from. But it does have a black and white copy, guys, and if you can see if you can see this, the detail that is in that comes out really good in that I think if we can lower that a little bit and kind of tweak it a little bit, I think.
So did you wanna make a motion to pick that one now, or did you wanna make a motion to try to alter that
No,
slightly
let's
and
make a
come back?
motion to accept now.
Right, but then
Then we'll talk to the artist.
and then you will do a final approval,
No.
no?
Well,
So-
we'll have a
Approval
final.
will be today.
Well, it will be, but we'll have a final seal, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
We'll have a final seal to present to everybody as our
So
final, yes.
if they can make this a little bit smaller, maybe into the,
We'll talk to the artist about that.
right,
Okay.
but you're not going to do anything until you finally see the
But we're
final.
gonna pick a winner today.
Okay. Let me stress, today we will approve A seal,
Yes.
and then we will work with the artist to try to get it altered a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
To prove the final winner.
Jay.
Final.
Hey, I'm liking B also, I like the way it highlights the county, that has a county shape on it, rather than some of the others that don't.
One of the changes that I want added is a state or outline of this map of Missouri. on it. See, that one doesn't say anything about Missouri.
Yeah, that's
And I think we should have that on there. I know A does have, B does, C does not have either, but A has that little map of Missouri inset, and it's hard to see, but there's a star, I believe, where our location is. So I would like to get that added to it somewhere, but at the artist's choice of where to put it, so.
You may change it up to 2 stars, and put a map, Missouri, thing there. I don't know.
May put the
We'd have to
national-
ask him and see.
Might put the Declaration of Independence on it. Okay, so do I have a motion and a second for B? Do I have that?
I'll make a motion that we, accept B as the seal to tweak to come up with a final seal for it. How's that?
I'll second that.
Okay, any questions? Got it, Mark?
Now, there was another seal that several wanted that had a llama on
You talking about mine? Oh, yeah. Well, I've got added your compilation, the next slide, to show where all these come from.
it. Right, but want the llama on it.
Yeah.
It also had chicken, grand.
Well, I do have a flash drive. If anybody is wanting to know that what was entered, I do have a flash drive that you're more than welcome to look at. So just let me know, and they're very interesting. And like I said, I appreciate the committee for picking them because they had some hard choices.
Okay, any other, yeah, Clay?
I know it goes without saying that I believe that everyone in this room hopes that this is pleasing to all those out on social media.
There will be adverse comments, we've already talked about that. There will be flack, we guarantee that. Okay,
Guarantee you.
and that's fine, I welcome it, good. I think the happiness will be that I had nothing to do with it. I told these guys I was tempted to put mine up there just to show the difference, but wouldn't do it. Okay, any other questions, comments? Okay, all in favor of accepting B as our new official county seal with possible tweaks, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's our seal. Now, Mark put this list together. The Daily Journal is who you went through for the entries. And there are 33 other countries besides ours, 35 states that these entries came from. So Vietnam, I'd never heard of a reunion island before.
I didn't either.
It's just amazing. Thank
There
you,
was
Mark.
actually one out in the middle of the ocean. I'm not sure if somebody was doing it on their boat whenever they designed it.
Could be, yeah,
I
okay.
know one.
But
But if you look down there at the bottom.
it's
Ukraine-
amazing how widespread these came from.
Ukraine at the bottom, if you look at it, it's, and that was before we got these over board to break, operate.
But through Mark's connection with the Daily Journal, he was able to put this together. Thank you for that, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, next regular meeting, next Tuesday, since this is, it goes back to our regular meeting time. And it's right here at 10 a.m. Other possible business, correspondence? Public comments? Yes, Lou?
I don't know how to top that seal thing that was going on, but I'll do my best. Saturday evening, we had a special event at the Middle Area Community Elks Lodge to raise money for scholarships for West County, North County, and the Central School District. And our Master of Ceremonies was a man who you probably know has a difficult time communicating. Our Master of Ceremonies was Clay Copeland, and we appreciate it. We raised $1,200 for the scholarship.
Very nice.
So we thank you.
Thank you, Bob?
I just want to point out tomorrow is election day across the county, across the state. So I encourage people to get out and exercise their right to vote.
Okay. Any other comments? I thought I saw another hand back here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, any departmental reports?
Primrose Road was closed today. We started that bridge project. It will be closed for approximately 2 months.
Okay. Signage is up and all that?
Yep. Has been for about a week.
We're building that bridge on.
Yes, the reclaim meeting's in now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any other departmental reports?
We've got the elections for August closed, books, who's running last Tuesday, and then of course, as Bob said, we have tomorrow, we have already had, we've already had, board of supervisors picked up all their stuff, we appreciate our county crew that works and delivers a lot of our, and also our maintenance crew. Takes a lot of, there's some of our locations that we can keep it, all the voting booths and stuff in all year, and then there's some that we have to pick up and take every time there's election, and this year we'll do it at least 3 times, so, we appreciate them doing it.
Okay, we got good people.
Yeah.
Okay, any other departmental reports? Okay, let's go into recess and call for a closed session for those 2 topics.
One, ready?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session for 1602-113 and 1602-112 for real estate personnel.
Okay, second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, got a few minutes of recess while the group,
Be careful.
go into